What is up, you wonderful people? I'm here in Matera, Italy, working on a project with Red Bull, just doing a couple videos for their channel. Also got the opportunity to make this video where I'm gonna meet up with Pasha and Dom. I'm so interested in talking to them about how they shoot videos, how they've shot videos for the last 10 or longer years. The reason why I'm so interested in this is that before I was a filmmaker, I was a skateboarder. Skateboarding is what got me in to video and filmmaking. And you can still see it written all over my style. Like, just the fact that I prefer a handheld look. I use a run and gun rig. Like, I want to be able to pick up every single thing I need and put it in a backpack. I love a lot of camera movement, camera motion. I like low down to the ground angles. It's just written all over my style. I think there's a lot of crossover with parkour and filmmaking. We just hiked to the top of a mountain. What's up, guys?
What's up?
I'm Cody. Cody Warner.
I'm Pasha. Nice to meet you.
You're just hanging out here, eh?
Yeah, just sitting on a high ledge, letting our feet dangle. The usual morning activities.
All right, come over here. I want to tell you what I want to do.
What you want to do?
Tell me what you want.
Really want.
I want to get one line in 4 different ways using 4 different kind of camera rigs. Point being to kind of showcase how the filmmaking technique and style changes the feel of a video.
So like a POV, a third person, a tight.
Exactly.
I get you, yeah.
Just like saying that stuff, like, come on.
That's what we do, right?
Sound good?
That's pretty amazing.
Sound good?
I love it, yeah.
All right, all right.
That's great.
I promise that like this store really doesn't open, all right, so what do you think for some sort of line?
I think it's a little roof gap right there, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for you to try it.
Basically, when you arrive at a spot for a sequence, you have to take those times to put like the little movements together to find what works. It's not so improvised, like, oh, I'm just gonna do this and bang. You have to like actually think out your path.
While they scope this thing out, here's the 4 rigs I want to use. The A7 III on a gimbal, Panasonic GH5, just handheld, GoPro Hero 7 handheld, my iPhone also handheld, and then Insta360. So it's actually 5. The different effect that all of these cameras have is going to create a different feel. It's going to be a whole different emotion for what the video is going to end up being. So they're putting together this line. I'm hoping that I can follow them.
All right, so we're gonna come from right to left. We've got a little couple of moments for that nice effect, and yeah, pretty simple, pretty much ready to go.
You think I'm gonna be able to follow you across it?
With the angles that we come up with together, we should be able to work it.
All right, all right. We're also building the course as we speak.
But now we have to execute. Enough talking. Let's execute.
More doing.
More doing, yeah.
Now we've got the GH5 with the 10.5mm fixed, handheld. Next thing we're doing is the 360 camera. Dom said he was hyped about it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of recent social media posts with 360 cameras and like chasing parkour runs, and it looks sick.
Pasha, how about you?
I'm excited! For 360 speed! And cameras. Let's go.
And that one, Pasha hit his hand on the camera. Well, I hit Pasha's hand on the camera. So we'll see how that looks. I don't know. What did you guys think of that?
I think
He didn't hit me, it was cool.
I mean, that's the first great point. Don't hit my boss.
Yeah.
I think that will be really good because the amount of different things that you have coming at you as we cross over should pick up on the 360 as
Right,
well.
and it's just the way it flies past you. So let's do, I think the GoPro and then the phone. Those are the only 2 I want to do still.
Phone? That's cool. My favorite is phone.
Yeah. Wait, come here. Why?
I don't know, just very clear image.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
And people feel related to it too. They're like, Oh, he just did it, you know, no
Yeah.
big production, nothing, just fun.
I woke up at 4 a.m. last night and I was thinking about that exact same thing and like, how can I get Pasha to say that? And you just did, dude. So thank you.
That's cool. Let's do this. Woo! Wow.
Give me the new iPhone. I gave you a GoPro.
Let's go film more.
Forgot to tell you guys, I hurt my back like 4 days ago. I was like very hopeful that it was going to be okay by now. And I'd say it's at like 80%. So I'm really glad that all of this, I think it's adrenaline. Hopefully it doesn't hurt really bad later. Okay.
Should we go?
Yep.
My face hurts already.
We're playing a game of how many times can we go over this fence. I'm just kidding, but we've gone over it twice. This will be the third time.
Boy, get down from there.
We've seen that in I feel like I've sed that in a movie, in
Yeah, James Bond.
the last Bond movie.
One of the
It's
pinnacle
literally, they're
moments of
setting the
parkour.
shot up for you right now. Like, like James is coming down here and he runs across this.
I want to do it so bad.
I mean, you got into filmmaking because of the sport of parkour, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that was the reason you needed it?
Yeah, like you always wanted to kind of document from when you started,
Yeah.
like, oh, this is what I'm doing, and then with that, you're like, oh, I want to make it look as good as possible. It's just like a natural kind of extension of the craft.
Yeah.
Like almost like you see how many people are running around with cameras in the community and just making videos all the time. It's a really big part of what parkour is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found out about it on YouTube, so I saw the video first. The guy made a video, and I was like, oh, one day I also want to make a video. So it was like already there.
I think what's crazy, how much parkour and the style of filmmaking that's like by necessity used in parkour has influenced all other forms of filmmaking. So like even like James Bond or some of the Bourne movies, like if you've seen a Bourne movie, some people say it like makes them sick because they're using so much camera movement, so much
Yeah.
shake. Like back in the day, a camera was so big and just locked off on a tripod, and like it was all about the characters.
Or you needed space for a crane to move that big
Yeah,
camera.
yeah,
Like, it was,
as the technology progressed. So what's amazing about it is not just how kind of the filmmaking and the tools we have influences the sport, and like what we just got, all those different angles, how that influences like what you're able to do and capture in the sport, but how the sport influences the filmmaking. I think that's crazy.
I mean, when it was like probably 2009, 2013, there was a big trend of more like cinematic, because cinematic cameras became available more in price range. So we saw a big trend in like more cut shots, more cinematic styling, more like kind of artistic approach. And then there's been kind of this whole revolution where now with the Osmos and the gimbals, everything's back to being like a raw one shot. Everyone wants to see like from start to finish everything that happened as much as possible, with as little cuts as you can.
Yeah.
And yeah, it literally just the technology has brought that around, and then you see it in the style of movement. Like the hot trend right now for 2019 is the lines, the connections, the flow, which is going to make this year's competition so good. And I think part of that is having the ability to just chase somebody around without worrying about this sort of thing going on.
Yeah.
That's what they did earlier on iPhone. You just run behind and
And I'm like running.
Yeah.
I'm chasing after you, falling, and you can still see it. For this one question, I got to switch lenses and get it like tight on your face. The comedy that you're able to put into your content, where does that come from?
I don't know. I feel like there is no rules. You know, like you don't have to land on your feet all the time. You can land just like, I don't know, like this. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. There is no rules, and that's what people like. They think it's funny. That like if you not follow the rules, people think it's funny.
Yeah, dude. that was actually a really good like
Good quote, right?
full
Like-
circle of like following the rules of filmmaking, which like we break all of them now.
Yeah.
And but that's what makes good stuff.
That was so good.
Thank you.
When he finished that that sentence, I was like,
Sometimes I can.
Done. Man, great hanging out.
Explore more.
Yeah.
finish it off for the
All
day.
right, cool. Good, good, good.
No, this is why he talks about wiping surfaces.
Yeah.
Straight slide.